It is the early 90s. Having lain dormant for eons, you finally rise and open your eyes. You squint against the neon lights of the city and the expectations of the world. This night will be very long, but you don't know it quite yet.
So, Margo, we're soon wrapping up this session, and I just wanted to express how happy I am that we've found a model that seems to be working for you. Now that you feel like you're back on track, so to speak, what will be your first step?
Guess I should, go through the mail, pay all the bills, and maybe also...
Yeah?
There's some people I need to settle the score with. Some ghosts from the past.
Yes, about that. Remember what we talked about when it comes to things from the past?
Uh-huh.
We talked about the rearview mirror in a car, how it only occupies a small portion of your vision, how keeping a steady watch forward through the windshield should be your top priority.
Rear view mirror, windscreen. Got it. Just a couple of loose ends I need to tie up before I can, focus on the road in front of me.
Very well. So, speaking of that method we worked out together, have you thought about your strengths? Your, statistics?
My stats. Yes. Yep, I've given them a proper thought. I think I'm mostly pretty street smart.
That's great, Margo. So, all that remains is for me to wish you luck. And a gentle reminder.
The rear view mirror. Copy that, Captain. Oh, shouldn't you give me something? We talked about equipment and artifacts, right?
Right. I almost forgot. So, I, have these 2 rings. You may choose one of them. One is pretty and will make you more liked. The other is tough and will make you, look tougher.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, and don't worry about the ring. It's just a plastic...
Hey, don't ruin this now. We were doing perfectly.
Sorry, my mistake. Now, off you go, Margo.
You return home from what may have been the last visit to your therapist's office. Use left and right arrow or the joystick to move around. Interact with space, the A button on the controller. Open your equipment window with Tab. Select on your controller. F1 or Start opens the options. Escape, X on controller, skips cutscenes and conversations. You have, improbably, been entrusted the responsibility of keeping a fish alive. Its existence is marginally less dynamic than yours. This is where you sit down to write stuff. You don't currently have a writing project. Sorting the mail requires a 3 in mental resilience. You're not yet mentally strong enough to deal with all the unread mail. You could lie down and rest for a little while. However, there's only time for one nap this evening. Your extensive collection of role-playing games and books, most of which was bought second-hand, currently gathers dust. Only a few garments remain in your wardrobe. The rest are engulfed by the pile on the floor. You grab your sympathetic sweater, your chill t-shirt, and your white shirt of responsibility. You check your old jar of various things. From inside, you extract, of all things, a tuning fork. A memory resurfaces. The tuning fork belongs to Frank, a perfectly normal person that you, incredibly, dated 2 years ago. He's your first, and only, lover so far. Your separation was mutually agreed upon, which means the prospect of running into him again, and perhaps even returning the musical device, is not terribly daunting. You might return this to Frank, should you stumble upon him. You know through rumors that he set up a music store somewhere in town, but you don't know exactly where. The fact that you feel completely neutral about Frank, despite the fact he's your only proper lover so far, is as unlikely as it is relieving. You might return this to Frank. Sorting the mail requires a 3 in mental resilience. You sift through the mail, trying to sort out the most urgent matters. You suddenly see a letter that sticks out from the utility bills and payment reminders. You keep that letter, which is dated 3 weeks ago, and throw away the rest. You'll read it whenever you feel ready. This puzzles you greatly because of 3 circumstances. First, Leon was your high school's most popular and idolized heartthrob. You had no idea he knew about your existence. Second, Leon passed away a week ago or so, to the general devastation of the community. Third, the last line is a clear reference to the Vestal, a poem you wrote for a competition in the school paper during your sophomore year. It finished 4th. You subsequently burned it in a fit of self-contempt and forced yourself to forget it. It is with trembling hands you fold the letter and put it away. What did Leon know about you? And what did he want to tell you? You decide that your first stop will be the beer cafe, where you can catch up with your friends.
Hey, did you know that procrastinate means toward tomorrow? Procrastinus, toward tomorrow.
No, I did not know that. Either way, shouldn't you be working on your thesis?
I am working on my thesis. I just came to think of this word and wanted to look it up.
You put off writing your highly important essay to find the etymology of procrastinate. That's almost poetic.
Thanks.
Anyway, so, Daniel, we're really excited that you're getting to meet Margo. Finally.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I just hope it won't be stressful for her.
She said she's feeling much better now. Just coming here to socialize is a good sign.
Just don't get all nervous, you two. You'll freak her out.
Margo! Hey!
Hi there. So, what are you guys up to today?
Me and Daniel are chilling. Susie is working on her thesis.
Hey, I heard those quotation marks.
But in actuality, she's just browsing for random trivia.
Hey, did you know that trivia comes from the Latin word for three, as in the three types of knowledge, namely grammar, logic, and rhetoric?
So, Margo, what are your plans for tonight?
Well, it seems there's some stuff I need to look into. But then my plan is to hang out with you guys.
Sounds great.
So, this is Daniel.
Oh yeah, it is. It's me.
Oh, nice to meet you, Daniel. Kim said so many nice things about you.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you too. That is the same to you.
Oh boy.
Daniel is a journalist.
Still an intern, actually. Just got my degree.
Okay, I see you guys have arranged for us to meet and maybe date or something to that effect, and I appreciate the thought. And you're charmingly shy, Daniel, and probably well-behaved. However, there are some things I must sort out. You see, Daniel, I've been given this little window of opportunity, a sudden gust of tailwind, and I'm momentarily back on track, and I have to use this time to address some unresolved issues.
You're right, honey. We understand.
Yeah, totally.
We'll be here when you need us. Care to elaborate on those unresolved issues?
Well, maybe later. So, about Leon. Pretty unexpected, right?
Oh, yeah. That was sad.
Leon, is that the guy that...
Yeah, he OD'd last week. Or killed himself. There are conflicting versions.
That's some heavy shit. You all went to West Rapids High, right?
Yep. The three of us weren't exactly the centre of attention. Leon pretty much was.
You did get some attention for your accent, though.
But yeah, Leon was literally worshipped. Captain of the football team, all of that shit.
Must have been some guy, huh?
You don't know the half of it. They've even left Leon's locker untouched, like a shrine or something. And now that he's died, they put flowers there and stuff. As if he was still an actual student there.
So you guys don't really know much more about his death?
Not really. Can't say I've spent too much time trying to find out the details. Just picking up the rumours going around.
Yeah, I see.
I heard there's a wake tonight, actually.
Is that so?
Yeah, they decided to have an extra memorial ceremony, since so many people knew him. It's over at the community center.
I see. Do you guys plan on attending?
Not really. You?
Not sure. I might drop by.
Frankly, I assumed that'd be the last place you'd want to visit. Seeing how you're bound to bump into... well...
The people that bullied me. Thanks for the warning. I'll tread lightly.
Why so hung up on Leon? Did you even speak to the guy?
I just... Look, I can't share any details right now, but I happen to know there was something he tried to tell me before he died.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure you'll tell us all about it at some point.
Gotta go now. I'll see you around.
Later.
You pick up the box of matches. It's soaked in beer, but will probably be usable once it dries.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
See you around.
Sure.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Margo.
I hope I didn't come across as rude before.
Oh, no. I think it's cool that you're being so honest. It's great that, you've managed to land on your feet after your,
My depression.
Yeah, so how are you holding up? If you don't mind my asking.
No worries. I have this coping mechanism my psychologist wanted me to try. To get, like, a healthy distance from everything.
Wow. You know, I'm really interested in these things. I actually plan to study psychology at some point. Can you explain how that works?
Basically, I'll try to view my life a bit like a game. So I imagine I have stats and stuff, and I progress in life like I would in a game. Don't worry, I'm not completely delusional. It's just a bit of a mind trick to handle my recovery. It suits my mild OCD quite well.
Oh, wow. That's so fascinating.
I hope you don't think I'm a complete lunatic.
No, I've just never heard of anything like that. But hey, I love games myself. You know what? I've got this idea. I can give you quests, and then I'll give you rewards, or experience points, or something.
So you're gonna be my quest giver. That's something.
I'm not belittling you, am I?
Nah, it's cool that you're playing along. Okay, so I need to level up my social interaction skills. Do you have a suitable mission for me?
Sure, let's see. Let's, start off easy. You need to find a stranger and pay him or her a compliment. It has to be something fitting, something heartfelt. For practical reasons, let's restrict the area of this quest to, in or around this bar.
Okay, I guess that's alright. Gotta start somewhere. In or around this bar.
Oh, and to aid you in your quest, I'll give you a powerful artifact. It's the Scarf of Social Bravery.
Oh, thanks.
Stranger, compliment.
Roger that. I'm on it. Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
I like your shirt.
You do? Ah, thanks. I mean, it's just a white tank top, but hey, I appreciate it. It's even kinda sweaty, since I just ran 5 miles and I'm like post-workout sweating, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, thanks though.
You're welcome. See you around.
Sure.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Margo.
I've completed your quest.
Excellent. I grant you +1 to mental resilience. Come back later. I'll have a new, exciting quest ready for you.
I will. Hey, Kim. Do you know anything about Leon's life just prior to his, death?
Not much. He'd taken a sabbatical, lived a bit secluded with his girlfriend, that cheerleader.
Rebecca. I remember her.
There's rumors about alcohol and drugs. Maybe the parties had started derailing into something more destructive. I don't know. I hope you'll tell us why you're so interested in Leon's fate at some point.
Yeah, sure, I will.
Well, I suppose you should talk to Rebecca or his old friends, the in crowd.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, right. You have an old beef with Rebecca, haven't you?
Yeah, I kind of called her out once for being part of the group that bullied me. She had a different view. We traded some nasty words.
Well, I heard they moved to a small apartment down in Blue Flats, in case you want to pay her a visit.
Hey, Kim. So, how are things in college?
Not bad. It's nice that most people have matured. I was fed up with the high school mentality. A lot to read, but that suits me fine. You'll soon join us. Just make sure to recover properly now. Take it a day at a time.
Thanks, I will. Hey, Susie.
What's up?
Have a random piece of trivia for me?
Sure. Did you know that the giant water lily only blooms for 2 nights? The first night it's white, and by the second night, when it's been pollinated, it turns pink.
Huh, I didn't know that. Thanks. So, what's happening in your life?
I had a date last night. Quite alright. He likes romantic movies and long walks.
Okay, I thought you hated walking and watching movies.
I'm just happy dating someone who isn't a typical machismo. So tired of emotionally distant lone wolf kind of guys.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Can I get you something to eat?
That depends. Do you serve wolf meat? They only eat top predators.
Ha! What a total caricature of a man. Susie?
Oh my god, I gotta have him.
Him? Didn't you just say...
I don't care what I said or possibly didn't say. That's Cecil Durd. My desire for Cecil is my stigma, my Achilles heel.
He just seems a bit of a...
You don't know Cecil, do you?
No, okay, you're right. I shouldn't judge.
Maybe you can go speak to him. Put in a good word for me.
Sure, Susie. I'll help you out.
You rock.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
Have you met Susie?
That sassy British chick? I've seen her around.
Pretty cool girl, huh?
Sure, I guess.
Would you like to know her better?
She's, like, smart and into politics and stuff. She'd never be interested in me.
Yeah, that's what I... No, actually, she is. She'd like to meet you.
Yeah, so she can tell her smart friends how shallow I am? Please. Give me a break, dude. I mean, come on.
See you around.
Sure.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Margo.
Gotta go. Catch you later.
I'll see you around.
The box is soaked in beer.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
Think you can't handle her?
Jeez, I mean, I'll go speak to her later, okay?
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
See you around.
Sure.
Hey, Susie.
What's up?
Cecil said he'd talk to you later.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Margo.
No problem.
You freeze and cringe as you're struck by how gross the restroom has become. You need at least an 8 in mental resilience to overcome your germophobia and proceed into the restroom. Lacking that, you decide to beat a hasty retreat. You're not in a good shape to challenge any of your many phobias right now.
What can you recommend?
A friend is marketing this vitamin shot. It's on the house today. Absolutely.
You down a shot, and its nutrients take immediate effect. You gain a +1 bonus to your mental resilience for 10 seconds. You're currently under the effect of the previous shot.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Margo.
Gotta go. Catch you later.
I'll see you around.
Hey there. One sandwich, please.
Sure, please choose your first ingredient. Okay, and the next ingredient? Okay, and the next ingredient? Okay, here's your sandwich.
Thanks.
Mrs. Lotsey speaking.
Hello.
Margo, is this about the boys?
Maybe.
So, remember what we talked about. The phrase you should prepare when it gets too critical?
Sure. It's... Voice, you have no power over me.
Perfect. So can you relax now, knowing that you have the perfect counter whenever that inner voice gets unbearable?
I think so.
Good luck.
This alley leads to your dad's flat, where you spent your adolescence, and where he still resides. However, the streetlights seem to have gone out, and Pawn Alley has become pitch black. No mental resilience in the world can guide you through such horror. You cringe as you see the name Allison Harding. As a teacher in West Rapids High, she couldn't hide her disdain for you. Now she's apparently become a motivational speaker. Isn't that grand? To your great horror, Miss Harding, your former teacher, is standing at the bar. Just the sight of her makes you shiver.
Hello.
Yo.
2 weeks ago or so, I was supposed to meet a certain Leon here, but I never made it to the meeting. And I guess I just wonder if maybe you knew Leon and remember that night? bit of a long shot.
Actually, Leon used to be a regular here. And yeah, he was stood up that night some. Two weeks ago or so. In fact, he told me to give an item to someone called Margo whenever she'd show up.
Oh, great. I'm Margo.
Well, this is weird. Later that same night, after Leon had left, a woman showed up asking for him. She said her name was Margo, so I gave her the item.
What?
Yeah, this was weird. So you're saying you're Margo?
Yes.
She's Margo. I can vouch for her.
Okay, thank you, Miss Harding. What did she look like?
Can't remember. I meet a lot of people here. She had a bright red coat, though.
Bright red coat. All right.
Oh, actually, she left me a number. Told me to call it if Leon showed up. I'll give it to you.
Great, thanks. Oh, the item. What was it?
It was a piece of jewelry, like a pendant.
Okay, thanks for your help. Hello, Ms. Harding.
Hey, Maggie, right?
Margo.
Right. How can I help you?
We should, I mean...
Sure, Maggie. Look, I gotta be on that stage in half an hour, but it was great seeing you.
Yeah, I'll let you prepare.
You had low expectations before this meeting, but this was something else. For a year or so, you haven't been able to order a pizza. And now you're supposed to call up mysterious impersonators?
I'll give it a try.
Hotel Hilbert, good evening.
May I speak to Mrs. McCarthy, please?
I can only leave messages for our guests, ma'am.
Oh, okay. But is she, there?
I can leave a message for Mrs. McCarthy, ma'am.
No, that's not necessary.
At least you know now where to look for her.
Hey, lady, you're a cute girl. Can I take you home?
You muster all the street smartness you have, and try to come up with a strong comeback.
Why don't you... I mean...
I love it when they get all timid and confused.
I'm not sure, boss. She seems mostly annoyed.
You have much to learn about this game, Leto.
You don't want anything to do with those people.
Nobody's answering. Nobody's answering.
Yeah?
Hey, Rebecca. This is Margo.
Margo? From high school? Ugh, what do you want?
I've come to talk about Leon.
I don't want to talk to you. Go away.
I just wanted to hear how...
I said go away! You want to gloat over how miserable my life's become? I'm not giving you that, Margo.
Well, that didn't go well.
Look, my speaker isn't working. If it's home care, just use the master key and come in. If it's another cat litter delivery, it's the wrong darn door, as I don't own any wretched cats. Good day.
Yeah?
I've come to bury the hatchet. You must be distraught.
Wow, someone actually asking how I'm feeling. That's a first.
Can you let me in, Rebecca?
Fine.
You hear the front door unlock.
Someone caring how I feel? How original.
So, yeah. How are you feeling?
You mean with Leon dead and I'm pretty much left to my own devices? Not to mention how I'm a superficial, empty-minded gossiper, if I recall the words properly.
Look, Rebecca, I don't want to enter a game of who hated who. Can we leave the past behind us?
Sure, whatever. I'm just in this fucking nightmare. As if Leon's death wasn't enough, people are being really shitty to me. It drives me nuts, everyone having all sorts of crazy theories, like how I deliberately made him a drug addict to the point that he overdosed. I've been so mischaracterized. There weren't even a lot of drugs involved. We partied and smoked some occasional pot. Leon was going downhill on his own accord. I've been trying to live a normal adult life, believe it or not. I really tried to get Leon on board too. I'm not a cheerleading party animal any longer. I work. I do art.
I know I said some mean things to you, but I was in a really tough situation. What, with the bullies?
You had friends, Margo. Real friends. Sure, some people were being dicks. That's high school. But okay, that was years ago. I appreciate that you're here to make peace.
Yes. But I'm also here to hear about Leon. I have a really strong desire to find out a few things about him and what happened.
Ugh, why so curious about Leon? Wish I could meet just one person who wouldn't obsess about him.
I just have my reasons.
You want to know the truth? When he suddenly transitioned into this sophisticated, creative version of himself, it got to his head. He couldn't handle his own genius. I tried to be supportive and help out. The past few months were nuts, though. The stuff he overdosed on wasn't ours, nothing we'd use. That was all him. Not that it matters exactly how he went. Could have been a bridge.
So it was definitely suicide?
There's a fine line between suicide and leading such a destructive life. It just gets you, eventually.
Did you hear him talk about poetry? Did he write himself or become very occupied with certain poems?
He did obsess a bit about that kind of stuff, yeah.
You ever hear him mention my name? Or anything I've written? The Vestal?
You? What the hell, Margo? I knew this would be weird, but Jesus, how can you make this about you?
I'm sorry. I'm making my way back from a year-long depression.
Yeah. I heard you've been down and out, kind of. I guess I'm being a bit harsh. Alright, I'll help you out. He wrote a lot the past few months. I wasn't allowed to see, but it was some kind of diary. He said the writing helped him sort things out. He promised I'd get to see it one day, that it would explain a lot. No idea where any of it is now, though. It's a little sliver of hope that it will provide some kind of key.
Did he leave anything at all behind? I know this sounds super weird, but there was something he wanted to share with me.
You? Leon didn't know you existed. Never heard him say your name. You used to obsess about me and how I didn't want to be your friend. Now you're gonna obsess over my late boyfriend?
Just humor me, okay? What harm can it do if I look for his diary, huh? I'll hand it over to you right away.
There's some stuff in that box that I was gonna throw away. Feel free to take a look. It's yours. The diary isn't there, though.
Thanks. Are you fine with me looking for the diary on your behalf?
Why not? I don't have the resources, really, and right now, I gotta prepare for the ceremony tonight. But if you find it, just make sure I get to see it, untampered with.
Of course. Any other place he stored his belongings?
Oh yeah, there's a storage unit in the basement. He locked it with a really strange padlock, so I haven't bothered with it yet. Should get it opened one of these days.
Can I pay it a visit?
Sure. I'll give you the code to the front door so you can come and go as you please.
Thanks.
You search through the box. You find a copy of the novel Dune, as well as a sporty cap.
Nice paintings.
They're drawings.
Oh. Did Leon mention a lady in a red coat?
Yeah, he did mention a certain lady in red. That was just a few weeks before he passed. I chalked it up to him growing paranoid. I wouldn't pay any mind to it. Leon's gone. Let his ghost rest too.
I see. Thanks. So, about the wake tonight?
Sure, you can come. It's an open ceremony. I mean, you're bound to run into your old enemies, but hey, maybe it'll be all right.
Thanks, I know.
Someone started clearing their storage space. There's a seemingly unused Christmas tie in the box, still in its plastic sleeve. Since it's apparently about to be thrown away, you take it. That's the number the bartender was given by someone who said she was you. It says, "Ask for Mrs. McCarthy." The door to Leon's unit has an unusual padlock, with a big dial marked with numbers 1 to 12. A handwritten text on the door itself says, "My first is lacking from the barrel maker's shop. My second is the time showing in the grassman's chamber. My third is the number I want to be buried with." The clues don't tell you very much yet, and you refuse to meddle with the lock blindly. You'll return if you find more information. A lost cat poster catches your attention. It reads, "Seen this cat? Call Rebecca Parker. Below is a grainy picture of a cat and a phone number." You've spent an hour. You doze off, plummet. When you wake up again, the evening has progressed somewhat. You've regained any lost skill points. You also find your hat of supreme coziness, which you wore last night when the central heating went out temporarily.
Hi there! What's up? We're helping Susie with her physics studies. Not that physics is a course she's taking.
The trick is to create real-life analogies. Listen to this. When a lid is hard to open because of the vacuum inside the jar, it's not due to some kind of suction within the jar. It's because of the pressure from the atmosphere around.
I kind of remember that one from physics class.
We're speculating that it may be the same thing with people. When people don't open up but keep everything inside themselves, it's not because of a force within the person, but the surrounding pressure.
Pretty deep, huh?
Very. I'm impressed.
Wait, there's more. Let's say you're floating in space and you have an item in your hand. Like a wrench or whatever.
This is a new one.
So you throw the wrench, right? and that makes you glide away in the opposite direction. Because even though it's small, it makes you move too, albeit very slowly. So when you push someone away, you're also moved in the opposite direction.
Yeah, you're onto something.
So, Margo, still have unfinished business to attend to, or can you call it a day?
Well, I'm afraid there's plenty more to do. This may turn out to be a very long evening. But I promise I'll come back and chill with you guys when I'm done.
Great.
Hey, by the way, Kim, didn't you have something for Margo?
Oh, right. I found a pair of cheap reading glasses, but they turned out to be some kind of decorative zero-power glasses. Daniel suggested I give them to you.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, I thought they might have some sophistication bonus.
Bonus?
That's fine. Thanks a lot, Kim and Daniel. Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
So, I don't know you, and frankly speaking, we're probably polar opposites. But it might still be worth getting your opinion. How do you deal with people who've wronged you in the past?
People who did what?
Wronged you in the past?
What, like, punched me or whatever?
Let's say they did that, yes.
Well, then I already punched back in the past. So we're square.
Let's say you, forgot to do that.
I forgot to punch them back? What, you think I need a calendar or whatever to remember punching someone?
In this hypothetical scenario, we'll assume you never got around to do that. Punch back, that is. And now it's eating you.
Yeah, damn straight it's eating me.
And now, years later, you need to handle it. 'Cause it's keeping you awake at night.
Okay, fine. So I punch them now instead.
Is it worth the hassle, though? You have to go to their place, confront the person, start a fight, get your knuckles bloody. Can't you just let it go?
Good question. Maybe I should. Makes you think, really. Wait a minute. This hypothetical argument. It happened to you, didn't it? 'Cause if it did, I got your back, girl. You're a bit weird, and I don't know you, but you were nice to me before, and I always treat my friends great. So just tell me who punched you, and I'll handle the payback part.
Thanks for the offer, but this isn't that kind of wrongdoing. Nobody punched me.
Well, either way, you wanted my advice? Here it is. Always punch back right away. Then it won't eat you up afterwards.
Thanks, Cecil. I'll remember that. See you around.
Sure.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
See you around.
Sure.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Margo.
So, how would you deal with someone who used to treat you really badly?
Oh, I might try to find out about their side of it. Their motive.
Yeah, I've been thinking along the same lines.
All right. So try talking to them. Maybe they have an explanation. Maybe they felt bad about it and would like to say sorry.
If my former enemies are anything like I remember them, then that doesn't sound plausible. But it's worth a shot. Thanks for your input. Have a new quest for me?
Right. A new quest. I feel like you're ready for something really challenging. My sister is having a tough time with her boyfriend. They have that sandwich truck over at Calamity Club together, and she says that they're not on speaking terms any longer. But I know they love each other. They just need to communicate.
And I'm gonna make them talk? That's a pretty high-level quest you got there.
They just need a tiny nudge in the right direction. They're basically overworked and stressed, and all they talk about all day is work. They've forgotten the importance of those small, special words.
Wow, you could be a couples counselor. How come you haven't talked to them yourself?
Oh, I will. If you fail.
I accept the quest, but I can't promise anything. I'm still a novice, remember?
Good luck.
I'll see you around, Daniel.
Most hunters try to hit the vital organs, but I like the taste of stress myself. I always aim to injure it lightly first.
That's so fascinating!
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
See you around.
Sure.
What can you recommend?
A friend is marketing.
Hey there. So, busy night?
Business will probably pick up speed later.
Graveyard shift tonight?
Graveyard shift pretty much every night.
Well, at least you have a nice-looking colleague over there.
Ha! That's actually my boyfriend.
I could almost tell.
How so?
He just looked at you so affectionately just before.
Oh, I doubt that. We're not exactly on speaking terms right now.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Must be tough to work like this together. I bet you rarely get the chance to communicate.
He's like a brick wall, completely unable to express emotions.
Hey there. Some people are just bad at displaying emotions. I'm a bit the same. I bottle everything up.
Who are you? Some wandering relationship fixer?
Nah, this was just a whim. I was moved by how there seemed to be such nice chemistry between you. Buried somewhere. Maybe he just needs a push in the right direction. You think he deserves one more chance?
Right, sure. I'll make sure we have a proper talk tonight.
Hey there. Hey there. One sandwich.
Sure, please choose. And then. Okay? And then. Okay?
Thanks.
You dispose of the previously ordered sandwich and replace it with the new one, arguing that freshness is paramount.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
See.
Sure.
Hi, Margo.
I've talked with your sister. I think I persuaded her to speak with her boyfriend.
I knew you'd make it. So, you seem to have a lot of other quest lines going on?
Yeah, this evening turned out pretty intense. I'll probably tell you guys all about it at some point.
I see. Just remember that all adventurers must rest every now and then.
I think I'll have time to rest soon.
Great. Oh, and enjoy a +1 bonus to soft people skills.
Thanks. I'll see you around. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Margo.
Gotta go. Catch you later.
I'll see you around.
Hey, Kim. You're a wise person, Kim. How do you deal with people who've wronged you?
That depends. But I believe the best option is always to just move on. Ignore them.
But what if you feel like your happiness depends on it? A closure.
You know the saying, success is the best revenge? Just ignore them and do your thing. Show them you're successful.
That only works for people who are successful. And I'm pretty far from being successful now.
You'll be successful in due time.
Thanks, Kim. Do you by any chance need help with anything?
No.
Nothing I can do for you tonight?
I usually sort out my own issues.
I figured.
Although, I have a friend that could use some more support now that you mention it.
Ah, great. Give me the details.
My friend Blanche is performing tonight at the Humanities Student Union. I've already seen her gig twice, so she's forbidden me to come again. She's yet to attract the masses, so to speak. But I guess if you went there and showed some appreciation, that'd be great.
Oh, wonderful. I will. What kind of performance is it, by the way?
It's a rather... how should I put it? It takes some... it's a monologue, some politics, some poetry, but I should warn you that it's a bit of an acquired taste.
Don't worry, I'll be supportive.
You sure you really need more things on your table, Margo? We're a bit worried you seem a bit hyper this close after your... well, you know.
Thanks. I'll be careful.
Oh, and if she asks for your opinions, it's super important that you don't just flatter her thoughtlessly. She hates that.
Okay, so how should I respond?
Respond with a cryptic counter-question.
Very well, I'll try. Hey, Susie.
What's up?
I probably need to settle the score with some former enemies before I can move on with life. How would you suggest I deal with them?
They've made your life miserable. You obviously need to exact some kind of revenge.
Revenge.
There's nothing strange about that. Revenge is integral to human culture. Even the Bible promotes it.
How will that help me, though?
It just will. It'll feel good.
Can't I just ask them to apologize?
An honourable person doesn't apologise. What is done, and words can't change that. Disputes are settled with duels. However, I'm currently reading about the aristocracy of Paris around the time of the Revolution, so I might be a little coloured by that.
I see. Thanks for your input, Susie. I'll have to think about this. I'll probably get back to you about this act of revenge.
So, did your therapist say anything about dwelling on the past?
Yeah. She said it's fine in small doses. Hey, Susie.
What's up?
That's the number the bartender was given by someone who said That's the number the bar...